Hello, my name is Lisa, and for the last year, I desperately tried to hold our family together until I realized I wouldn't succeed. One of my earliest childhood memories is how my parents and I went to a playground. Nothing special happened, but for some reason, I can't forget joyful smiles of my parents, a moment of pure happiness for all three of us. And this memory makes what happened to us even worse. Long story short, one day, after 17 years of marriage, my father brought us together and through tears told us that he leaves my mother for another woman. And, well, how can you react to such news? You think that everything is fine and your parents love each other and do your own stuff, and then this happens. I asked my father why, but the answer was quite obvious. He just fell in love with another woman. And then he, left. It was just my crying mum and me. Our house seemed so empty and lifeless without him, and we both missed him. I imagined what I would feel if my future husband would leave me like that after 2 decades of marriage. It's really hard to imagine what to do next. After some time, Dad contacted me, and we met in a cafe. I thought he wanted to return. Maybe he realized his mistakes, and it all was just a misunderstanding. I was wrong, of course. He just wanted to say that he still loves me, and him leaving doesn't change things between us. I begged him to reconsider and return to Mum, to think about it, to remember all the times we had together. He just smiled and said, "It's not that simple." Then he said that Mum is a strong woman and she will recover and that I need to support her. But what about him? Isn't it his responsibility to support her, even if he's not in love with her? He also told me that he wants me and his girlfriend to meet at some point because she is a good person and I would like her. He took my hand into his, and I just silently nodded. Maybe he was right. I didn't want to lose my dad. I still loved him. It was hard to come home that day. My mum was a shadow of herself, not even bothering to brush her hair in the morning. It was hard seeing a person who you looked up to your whole life like that. I felt like I hated her for being weak. At one point, I just snapped and told my mum that it was her fault that Dad left. My mum burst into tears more than before, and I felt horrible for saying that, and I apologized at least 10 times in the next half an hour. My mum then started to tell everything about their relationship, how it became worse every year, and how she knew that this would probably happen eventually. She told me that she hates Dad and doesn't want to forgive